Hello, hey everybody. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Successful Entrepreneurs. I know today is a little bit rare. It's Wednesday night, and I know that my live are normally on Tuesday or Thursday, but tonight we're actually doing it on Wednesday because for the whole of this week, I only have this very special guest with me tonight, whose name is obviously Nicholas Ting. Now, Nicholas is someone who does email marketing, and as many of you might know, that I also started out my own internet marketing journey doing email marketing. So it's very intriguing for me tonight to actually have Nicholas here on the show to share with you his journey, because his journey isn't, I would say that it's a very typical entrepreneur kind of journey, because he started when he was really quite late in the game per se, right? If you have read his profile and anything like that, he actually said that he started his journey only when he was 41 years old. And I think at that point of time, it'd be very interesting to really understand why did Nicholas even decided to start his entrepreneurship journey only at that age, right? So I know many of us tonight, as you have seen in the promotional text that I posted yesterday, some of you might have seen his ads previously, right? Where he shared a bit about his story. And even today, some of you might be seeing his ads as well. So you know what? I was just thinking about it, right? Rather than be seeing and hearing from all this advertising and everything like that, why don't I invite the man himself onto the show, right, to share with us his actual journey, his actual story, so that all of us can know the truth behind who Nicholas Ting is, and also what he does. And I assure you tonight that this will be an amazing story that every one of you should really listen. Okay, so without further ado, can we all give a big round of applause to Nicholas? Yay! Nicholas, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Say hello to everybody. Say hello to everybody.
Hi, everyone. I'm
All right.
Nicholas. Yeah.
Okay. So Nicholas, I think for many of people who may be watching this show, who may be doing this, they may not actually know who you are. Some of them might have seen your advertising before. So I would like to invite you to perhaps spend the next few minutes or so to introduce yourself. Like what and what do you do?
Okay. I'm Nicholas, right? And I'm the founder of Clicks Academy. So I run trainings and workshops to teach students. I mean, those are adults and who actually can be from working to people who wants to start an online business, or anyone who wants to have a lifestyle that we can just monetize by sending email. Right, by sending email, and I teaches them how they can actually write emails and start their list building journey. All right, and then later can actually run this business and go even full time. All right, some of them may even want to go on to full time on this business, and they can, in fact, because the power of email. I mean, we all heard that the money lies in the list. You are aware as well, right? You are aware. You're definitely a lot more aware than, because we also started off from email marketing as well. And when we have a database, it's really important that we can continue to monetize from it again and again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think Nicholas is one of the guys in today are very actively still educating people on how to really build their side hustle, or even like what Nicholas was saying, even a full-time business just by sending out emails. And sending out emails doesn't really take a lot of time, to do every single day. But I think many of us who may be watching this right now, I think some of us, we may be very interested to find out how did you even get started on this journey, because like what your profile was saying and what I read from your website and things like this, and of course obviously because I know you personally and we talked about this before, but you started out your journey pretty late when you are actually in your 40s. So for many of us, I think that when we are in our 40s, we are people will be thinking about carry on with my career stabilizing, making sure that I have enough to feed them, my family and everything like that. But in your case, that's when you took that leap of faith to become an entrepreneur. So can you share with us that journey behind that the whole story, the actual story behind how that started?
Okay, well, I actually started off like anyone else having a job. I mean, I was working for companies. I was like changing jobs as well, right? Looking for better opportunities, working in a 9 to 5 job. And I'm in the industry that is in the sunset industry. Okay, I'm selling barcode scanners and barcode scanner solutions.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like we have low basic salary, and every barcode scanner that I sell, I will be able to enjoy a commission of 1.5%. So definitely with this kind of income is good to go by, but it's probably, as we know, that inflation rate is always there. It's never enough. Yep. To a point whereby I was working for this company, and I'm always looking for opportunities lah. I mean, so a lot of my students have heard my story. It's the same things that I'm actually always looking for alternatives, and always trying to run business online and offline. Offline business, I also try to run business. I even ever sell like handphone accessories before.
Okay.
Want to be an entrepreneur lah. I mean, I have some products and sell. And in my thoughts, it's always like we must have a physical products in order for us to sell and then make some money. I even go into business like car, right? Used car business as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but the cash flow definitely is the one it actually eventually killed the business. Yeah. Then I mean in the few years back, it was like online business is getting more and more popular. So I thought I want to go into online business as well, but I need to sell something. And I was introduced this selling physical products online. Yeah, but did I know that the competition is so intense that not just only the I need to stock up all the products, but also the intense competition with many other physical product sellers as well, that I ended up with a lot of dead stock, and I'm kind of like, what am I going to do with all this stock that I have on hand if I can't sell them? Then is that I at that point of time I was like, oh, my job is very shaky because it's a sunset industry, right? And I tried e-commerce, selling physical products, and I ended up with all the dead stock. And that period of time also, it was one day when my mom actually had a bad fall at home. She fell down, injured herself badly. The right hand actually dislocated and fractured.
Okay.
It was at the point of time I really asked myself, I really talked to myself at that point of time. I asked myself, what am I going to do? Yeah, what am I going to do? And it's like a online business I had is, end up with all the dead stock. My job is so shaky. I will lose it anytime because I already got received warning from my boss already that if I don't perform in 3 months' time, then I will not be in the team anymore. And then my mom had in the bad injury, and it's like hospital bills are coming already. So I have options. Am I going to continue my online business, which is actually causing a lot of dead stock situation that I had? Money is all stuck there. Or I have to refocus on my day job, which is a sunset industry, and try to do my best out of it. But things will be the same. If I realized at that point of time, things will be the same. I mean, we have heard this: insanity is doing the same thing again and again and expect a different result. At that point of time, I know exactly I need to do different things already.
I see.
And then I stumbled upon a friend who actually did very well in email advertising, email marketing. Right. So I decided to take the leap of faith.
I see.
I went through all the connections and all the ways that I get close to this person, and I asked him to teach me. Because I'm always hearing people talking about, having a huge database is, you're like having a gold mine, you're having a golden goose. I just don't I don't know how to go about where to get started. But it was during that point of time when I'm really at I would call it like end of the road already. I don't know what to do already, but I stumbled upon this, and I know that this is something that I really need to do.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think for those of you who are watching right now, by the way, we have about 10 to 12 or 13 of you are watching this right now. So if you're watching this right now, just comment in the comment section, say hi, let us know that you are here, right? So that we can interact with you. And also, do us a favor, comment down there, spam the love and like button, and do share this out as well, right? Because I believe many people will be able to really benefit from Nicholas sharing tonight as well. Okay, so again, don't be shy, say hi, right? Spam the love and like button and share this out. Okay. So I think, Nicholas, what you said earlier, I believe really can strike a chord with a lot of people who are currently experiencing the exact same thing, right? I mean, we are now undergoing this period of crisis where, many of us, our jobs were shaky, like yours when you were selling the barcode, right? Many people will say that their jobs are probably a little bit shaky right now. And and then things happen at home, right? Life happens. And the bills and the things just keep piling up and piling and piling up. So I think it's important for us to really then have that ability to go out there to find something else that could generate the income. And for your case, it was also that, right? The circumstances made you seek something else. And then you discovered something and then you went all out to kind of like find the right person to learn from, the right person to actually guide you along. But what made you have that mindset that that this is gonna be the thing, and you realize that it's so important for you to find someone who is good at what he does to guide you? How did you even develop that mindset?
In fact, I do not know whether I will succeed in that. But it's just that opportunity came by, I just go for it. I mean, what options do I have? I only have two options. Carry on to try to do better in my job, which is a dye industry, or to try to sell the products that's already out of trend. And it's all lying all over my place. It's like in the bedroom, in the toilet, not in the bedroom, in the bar, in the storeroom, living room, everywhere. So
Okay.
and then this opportunity came by whereby I got a chance to learn. Right. I know exactly before I know that no database is very important. But I've never know how to grow it. But the opportunity just came by. And in fact, I have to travel all the way to Thailand to learn it.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to travel all the way to Thailand. In fact, I have to travel to KL to meet the person, ask him to teach me, and he asked me to fly to Thailand to meet him there. And actually, by going Thailand to learn, right? By going Thailand to learn, I need to take leave because I need to take leave from my work, and
Mm.
that will make my job even shakier.
Okay.
Yeah, but I see the lifestyle that he have, how it has actually helped him to change his life around. I think that's something I look forward to.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really go into it, and I just want to look at it as just another opportunity whereby it may or may not help me, but I just want to find out more. And then once I went into it and I just really go all out in it. In fact, it is actually really, really at the point of time for me, it's really a leap of faith.
Mm.
What if I don't do well in it? Then my job already become more shaky, I may lose it.
Mm.
I'm going to face with all the power up dead stock that I have at home. But I
Mm.
know, right, even before I go there, I already tell myself that whatever that comes, I just do my best to go into it.
Mm.
Yeah, it is really that point of time is how I condition my mind to think. I mean,
And
if I mean, a normal circumstances where situations like this happen, a lot of times people may think that, well, don't know whether can or not, sure or not. I mean, you'll start to
Mm.
become skeptical.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't have the opportunity to be skeptical. I don't have. I don't have a choice to be skeptical.
But
And
but but it's like you had to go through all this trouble, right? I mean, normally, right, if you go and tell somebody that, oh, you have to go and learn this, learn that, and then really go and execute, they really like, this is so much work and everything. But you even went the extra mile. It's like you had to travel to KL to meet the
yeah,
person first. Then you have to go to Thailand to learn the skill set, right? Knowing all the risks that you have to actually, take on in order to do this, right? I think the mental capacity, the mental strength that you had is really quite exemplary, right? Like, no, most people won't be able to take it. But apart from the fact that you thought that there isn't a chance anymore, but what gave you the determination? What makes you say that, okay, how do you condition your mind to say that, all right, I'm going to give it my all, I'm going to just do it, let's give it my best shot ever, that kind of thing? Because I think this is something that people need to hear, and this is something that people really need to develop. Because I feel that we are living in a society where people just jump from one opportunity to the other, right? And they give up far too easily. But you didn't give up, right? You really had the determination and the grit to do it. How do you cultivate that mindset, on that attitude?
if you would ask me, I would say that that point of time, what's running through my mind is that, do I have a better option?
Mm.
right? Do I have a better option than this? Do I have a better option that if I can make money just by owning a database and send email? What other options do I have? I mean, if I of course, if I don't take on this opportunity, right, I will be back to be working again, or I'll probably be removed from the team. I'll probably find another job. But is that really what I want? That point of time, I did ask myself, is that really what I want? And the answer is no. I don't want to be going back into the same routine over and over again. Yeah, it's like going back into another. It's just another rat race.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just another rat race. It's like I'll be then be finding another job, right? Trying to make ends meet again. I don't want that. I mean, I really don't want to have, like, always working, right? Then if I don't do well in this job, then I go another one and changing again and again. Life will be the same, so it will be like a routine kind of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's very interesting that you asked this question. So at that point in time, right, you know that you didn't really want to struggle anymore. You don't want to go back to your 9 to 5 job. But if I ask you that question right now, right, Nicholas, what is it that you really want in life, as compared to then and now? What will your answer be? Is there a difference in the answer that you will give today?
It'll be still the same. It will still. I don't want to go back into working for people anymore. It'll be the same. I mean, if right now, if let's say, for example, if I were to, I mean, bring me back to the same point of time, right now that I'm given a choice to go for it, right, the opportunity to learn, right, email marketing, to learn email advertising, or to continue to be working for someone, I will still take the leap of faith. Right, I know it's a bit biased because I have been through that process. Also because I've seen, right, the of course there's risk and fear factor involved from an employee jumping into entrepreneurship. But after going into entrepreneurship, running my own business, I find that the reward is much more fruitful than just working for people day in, day out, day by day. Yeah. And of course, the freedom that I can work from anywhere, right? I can just run the business even when I'm locally in Singapore or I'm overseas. And with that, because at that point of time, my mom is also aging, and I only left with my mom because my dad has passed on a few years back. So I asked myself, if I'm in a day job, how much quality time can I spend with my mom? I only can see her after work, and probably she's already like resting, sleeping, and the next day I wake up, I have to go to work, and I don't see her again. And she's actually at her coming to her mid-70s already. So how much time do I have for her? And if I'm in a environment where I'm working, definitely I need to take leave. I want to see her more often. Yeah.
So for you, it's about, like, the freedom, the time freedom that you could enjoy, that really motivated you to take that leap of faith to continue doing what you are doing today. And if someone come up to you today, right? If Nick, let's say someone who potentially wants to achieve the same kind of results as you have today, right? And they come up to you and say, Nick, would you be able to help me, like, really achieve the kind of results that you have as well, right? I want to be like you, right? What do I have to do, right? What kind of position do I need to be in order to be like you? What will you say to that person?
Willing to accept new opportunities, I would say. Willing
Okay.
to take the leap of faith. Yeah. I mean, I mean, just before this meeting, just before this interview, I have a meeting with one of my students. Actually, he just popped by and say hello, and we were discussing about the business that he learned from me, and then he actually started running it as though, like, it's like his own business. He actually has his own accountancy business running with his partners. But because of he actually has learned from me, right? And he's running this business, and he said that he told me, he thanked me, he said, thank you that you introduced this business to me, and now I'm running this business. And he's going to retire very soon. And he told me that this is the business that he want to go to continue to hold on to it, because he realized that this business can run from anywhere. He really can run this business. He can operate from anywhere, and that's why he came to ask me. He said, "I want to scale up even bigger." Yeah.
Okay.
So if you were to ask me what actually would be the factor that if someone would ask me how to go into this business, I mean, they want to be like, very successful like me, able to run a business from anywhere. I would say it's really the internal voice that they have for themselves, that what they really want to achieve. I mean, people who are actually in the corporate, they can, I want to achieve to a successful level whereby I can be climbing up the corporate ladder, right? Be representing a big MNC and so on. But is that really what they want? Is that business theirs? Right? It's totally different from a business that you call it yourself and you are actually the one in charge.
I see.
Yeah.
So I think ultimately it's back to the fundamental question, right, guys? I think what Nicholas has been telling us, I think over and over again over the last 20 minutes or so, is that you really have to understand what is it that you want in life, right? Because once you are able to have a clear idea of that notion, that's what is really going to motivate you to do whatever it takes to achieve that goal in life. I think for Nicholas and we certainly think that there's nothing wrong if what you want is to become a CEO of a MNC or something like that. I mean, if that's your aspiration, absolutely nothing wrong. But if you know that what you want in life is perhaps something like saying that you want to be able to attain time freedom, you do not want to be working in a 9 to 5, then you have to be able to then know how to run the kind of businesses that's going to give you the kind of time freedom that you crave. So you need to really have that idea first before you move on to achieve what you want, right? So I think that's really the key idea that Nicholas has been sharing a lot with us for the last 20 minutes. I'd like to thank Nicholas for sharing that with us. So Nicholas, I mean, obviously today at this point of time, you are very successful, and apart from email marketing business, you are also running several other businesses, right? You also run an agency, and you're helping people to help them transit a business online and things like this. But the thing is this, right? If how did you even like think of like expanding? Because you were very successful in one field, yeah. Why do you coming out to diversify your business? What's the thought process behind that? Can you share a little bit more into your insight into your business model, business
Okay.
concept?
In terms of the email marketing business I'm in, and I went into training, right? Training individuals as well, right? Then I realized that in fact few friends, right, start to approach me and say that you are good in building up a database, you're good in building a list, a subscriber list. Then they ask me to, is there any way that I can help them? And they want me to explain to them in terms of like, the benefits of having a list. So I explain how, right, the benefits of having your own subscriber list. And that actually brings me to see that it actually is something very similar to what I'm teaching in my workshop. So it's still back to the basic fundamentals of building a database, owning a list, right? And then you can always promote your products to your subscribers again and again. It's the same thing, you see. It's the same thing whether you're running an online business, right, or you're actually running an offline business. But many people don't understand the basic fundamental, that they thought that, I just able to continue to reach out to customers, reach out to people and get new clients and so on. But the one actually that is supporting businesses, right? I mean, we all know, I mean, I've been in the sales before. I know that it's an 80-20 rule. 80% of your business revenue comes from 20%, your top 20% customers. So where does this top 20% come from? Actually, it's from your own database. If you are able to take care of these 20% of your subscribers and nurture them, right, then they will continue to buy from you again and again. And this applies online and offline as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And definitely, I think like I mean, what you are sharing right now, it doesn't apply just to the things that we do, just say email marketing in general, right? I mean, for those of you who are watching this, you might be running traditional businesses or other businesses in other niches, like in the service industry or in the F&B or anything like this. I feel that what Nicholas is sharing right now is a very important business concept that many of us kind of overlook, where he said that, 80% of revenue do actually come from 20% of your customers. So it's about having that list so that you can able to market and sell to these people over and over and over and over again to generate that amount of revenue for you. So I just like to highlight that point to let everybody understand that you will be able to achieve that, even in any form of businesses. So that's a very important business tip that Nicholas has just shared. I just wanted to highlight that in case we miss out on this.
Okay.
And I'd like to say hi also to all the viewers who are watching either on this or on YouTube as well. We have like Phil Coop from Australia watching live as well. So hi to everybody. So again, like all those of you who are watching this either live or on YouTube or any other platform right now, do say hi and let us know that you are here. Give us a thumbs up or something, and also remember to share this video out as well so that we can interact with you at any point of time. All right, Nicholas, I just wanted to touch on some. I want to rewind a little bit because you said that you are also now teaching people how to do email marketing, right? I mean, obviously that's how I got to know you as well. But I guess the biggest question that many of us could be having is this, right? I mean, you are so successful currently. You're making multiple six figures, even seven figures, doing the job that you're doing, right? That is the income that many people would love to have, and you could comfortably just live off this for the rest of your life. But the question is, why are you now working so hard, right, to want to come out to share your knowledge with other people? I believe this is something that many people have in their mind, but they probably don't dare to ask in person. So,
Okay.
guys, today I'm doing you all this favor. Please do not scold me in the chat or anything like this. But Nicholas, can you share with us why? What motivates you to want to come out and start sharing your knowledge with other people?
I realized that actually everyone is connected. Everybody in the world is connected in a way or another. So by doing good, I would say eventually, right, it will benefit not just the person directly, but also people around that person. And it may come back one round, right, and benefit me or people around me as well. So to me, it's very important that if I have, I mean, honestly speaking, without stumble upon this, right, without knowing my coach who taught me about this, right, my life will not be changed. I will be still that Nicholas who actually probably day in day out still trying to sell more barcode scanners and bring in that the little bit of money, right, and bring home and take care of the family. And it was really the lowest point of my time that I stumbled upon that, and I was actually being pulled out from the darkest moment in my life. So and I believe that there are people out there may not be at this situation that I faced before. Just I don't want them to go there because it's really not a pleasant place to be. But if let's say right now before they reach that point, right, if they have a skill set, a knowledge, right, they can actually keep with them for life, then there's something that actually can help them. And to me, it's a way of paying it forward. I wouldn't be me if I've never met my coach who taught me email marketing. So in a way that rather than waiting for people to be in a situation whereby they are really at wit's end, then try to save them, I think at the best point of time where they can pick up a skill set is when their mind and their state is still at a very healthy level. Because I have actually asked about myself about my situation is that if I were to pick up email marketing or email advertising at the point where I'm still comfortable with life and I'm not having all the the situation that I face, like the fear of losing a job, my mom is injured, or whether I'm faced with all the dead stock that I have in my online business physical products, then probably I think I can do even better and even faster.
Okay.
I just don't want people to be like me, only see an opportunity when they are really at a point of a state of their mind that they are not able to absorb. Because we know that when we have problems in life, right? In fact, I don't call it problem, I call them challenge. If we have challenges in life, right, that point of time, right, our mind works differently. We will not be able to absorb new things. We will probably see every opportunity that come by as a problem. So right now, with this skill set and knowledge, right, it's good that I can impart to as many people, keep it with them, right, and it's duplicatable. They can duplicate this this knowledge and this skill set and the whole entire system that I have created to apply in, if let's say they want to start a business in any industry they want to go into. Yeah. So this basically is perhaps I would say that it's my way of paying it forward.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason why you are doing this is actually really because of your desire that you want to help more people, right? You don't want them to fall into a state of despair before they, like, in Mandarin, like before they 走投无路, right? Before they have really no other options already, because you've been through that route and it certainly didn't feel good for you, right? So that is why you want to be able to provide this assistance to them before they fall into that stage. But how are people receiving this information then? Do you think that, right, if they are feeling very comfortable now, they might not feel perhaps they might not feel the urge, right? The need to really I try only it work don't work, right? Maybe the motivation for these people then will also be very different as compared to someone who, like, oh my god, this is my only chance, I really have to give it all to make this happen. Do you think that will make a difference in success, in a matter of achieving success for anyone who might do any form of entrepreneurship or business, not just even marketing per se? Do you think that will affect them?
It's really the mindset that they have at that point of time. Yeah, because anyone can be okay. I want to learn something, then okay lah, I just try like what I say, just try. It works, it doesn't work, then I move on to something else. But how you do anything is how you do everything. So how many next opportunity that you want to jump into until you find the right one? Why not give your best when you found one and see what you get out of it? Right? I mean, if let's say anyone were to say that, it may not be email marketing. It may be an opportunity they found, like another area, right? I think the mind, they have to tune in such a way to ask themselves, if let's say right now this is the opportunity right in front of me, and this is the business that I know I can get started with it. Just visualize that if they only left with, let's say, $500 in the bank account, how would they run the business? Versus if they are very comfortable, they know that they still have a paycheck coming in, right, month by month, right? Then how would they run the business again in this different perspective? It's going to be different, right? I mean, I'm not saying that people need to be in a situation where they have no other resource and they are, like, forced to like what you say, 走投无路, then they start to decide what they want to do. But they can visualize themselves at that point of time. If this is really the only opportunity that you have and you're left with $500 in your bank account, what are you going to do? Then the person will actually be tuned to a very strong perseverance mindset that I really want to do and go out on it.
Understand. So it's like what you are saying earlier, right? I guess it's like, if I'm already at a stage where I have nothing left, and if I want to start something, the journey is actually a lot tougher as compared to when actually I'm in a suitable position where perhaps I have a steady stream of income, I'm still working, I have stream of income, and if I were to start something, actually it makes your life in relatively easier because you then have access to certain form of resources.
Yes.
But then again, the mindset in both instances should be that you are very serious about what you want to do. If this is going to be your business, you have to be serious, regardless whether you are at the stage where you're in despair or where you are in a stage where you are comfortable. Because only when you are serious towards your business will also treat you seriously and give you the kind of returns that you want, right? But if you are just comfortable and then you don't take your business seriously, then nothing is going to happen for you. In fact, you might even lose money per se. But if you are not having the resources, even you are very, very serious, sometimes the journey could become so tough for you. So why don't you, right? I think the whole idea of you coming out to help people even before they reach that shit is so that if they can be serious in their business while they are still a little bit comfortable, that's when they are going to be able to find success so much easier. Am I hearing that right?
Yeah, that's right.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, start something while you're still in a healthy state. Yeah, don't wait until, I I always tell my students, don't be like me, to a point where it's like I don't see more any other opportunities. I'm really left with this, that is something that I need to go into. Then I start to take massive action about it. I mean,
Okay.
previously I have so many opportunities, but to me it's like I'm okay lah. I mean, I still having a daytime job. I'm still comfortable, right? May not be a lot of money, but I still have money coming in every month. But that kind of mindset that I had previously, I think is really something that's stopping me from going into like taking massive action. But the point of time where I stumble upon email marketing, email advertising that time, right, is really the point that I have no other options really. Yeah, that's why I call it a leap of faith. It's not. I didn't call it a test, trial and run, trial and error. I don't call it. It's really a leap of faith. Either I do it or not. I only have this choice only. So I go into it. I go all out. Yeah. Versus normal days. I say I bring myself, like say 4 years ago, I'm still having 5 years ago, I'm still having a normal daytime job. To me, it's like I'm still have a job. So why do I want to start another second stream of revenue coming in for me? I try and error or test, try out. Yeah. A lot of people have this thinking that, oh, I just give it a try and see how it goes. But what if the fixed bread and butter that's actually is shaky already? Then how would you look at the opportunity that you have in front of you? Yeah, that really makes a difference. Right.
I see. Well, I mean, okay, guys, we have like about 16, 17 of you who are watching this right now. And I just thought that this is something that Nicholas is sharing that is not very common that we hear from people who are doing this kind of business sharing or mindset coaching or whatever, right? Because it's just a little bit controversial. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the content so far and you all feel that what Nicholas has been sharing has been good, you agree with him, and you feel that is actually a pretty good advice, can you just type serious in the comment section and let us know that you are serious about listening in right now, okay? So type serious in the comment section and let us know that you are here so that we can address you as well, right? I would thank many people who are watching in right now. Have Leo, Ben, Eugene, Jin Hao, Ming Jie, Cody, Jenny, Ken was also watching. Ken Chi was also watching for a little while there. David Chong, Melvin, Narifa, Jonathan, all these people, right, who are watching it. Say hi. Let us know that you are here, right? And the fact is that most of the time people always say that you have to start something because you have no choice. But what you're hearing from Nicholas is actually he's telling you is that, hey guys, don't do it only when you have no choice, right? When you are able to have the resources, when you're able to have that peace of mind to start something already, you should do it now. So for those of us who are just sitting comfortably at home right now, this is actually one of the best times for you to start a business or a side hustle. Now, we are obviously not telling you that you must do email marketing per se, although I think Nicholas is doing email marketing and I used to be doing email marketing and now I do a lot more just digital marketing in general. But it's one of the best times to start a business is actually when you are in a comfortable state to start another stream of income. You don't want to be only starting a business when you have no other choice. Because what happens if you also fail in that business? Right? We all know the statistics. 95% of businesses fail within the first 5 years. What if you are going to be part of the statistics and you are also in an uncomfortable situation at the point of time? Then your life is going to be, for a lack of a better word, SHIT, right? It's going to be in deep SHIT, right? You don't want that to happen. But you want to be somewhere where, even if the business didn't go, like went south, right? And it's not doing very well, at least you know that you have a backup plan and that kind of thing. I think that's a very different kind of mindset that we all had, or different kind of advice that I've heard on this channel or on any other medium that I heard so far. So I'd like to thank Nicholas for sharing that with us. So guys, if you all really like that, you all think that that's really helpful, just comment serious in the comment section and let me know, okay, that you all are enjoying it. Okay, so Nicholas, I guess we talk a lot about mindset. For the last 40 minutes, we've been talking a lot about mindsets, and this. I think that is really, really very key right now. Now, I would like to move a little bit more, maybe towards the strategic or the technical part of marketing, because you are obviously an expert, right? You're someone who is very, very good at email marketing right now. And I feel that this is something that a lot of people overlook, right? Overlook on how they could utilize and leverage on email marketing to grow their businesses or even to use it as a form of business itself, right? Just by doing email marketing. So what are your advice to people? Why should people still do email marketing? Why is it still relevant? People are all talking about Facebook. Right now we are live on Facebook. Why should people still be doing email marketing?
I mean, this is a very common question that I also get asked by many people, even my students as well. Why email? They say what this is very primitive, right? Very laid back, because email is like, now we have what Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, right? We have TikTok. All these are like the social media. We call this the social media forefront. Yeah, not sure you have not sure you remember this thing called Friendster.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so almost the same era. Okay, so it's like where is Friendster now? The thing is, you see, so how I look at it is like, if you say that, okay, email marketing is very primitive, email marketing is a very, we call it maybe a old style. Right now it's like so many people is like on Facebook, right? All these TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. But that brings me to ask the next question is that, with all these social media forefronts that we call, right? After they have, let's say, for example, you see a Facebook ad, or you see a TikTok, right? You see a YouTube video and so on. And then what is the next thing that usually they will channel us, or they funnel us to, is actually a page, right? Another website, right? And what's the next thing they ask from us? They want us to fill in our email address. So even all the current, right, all the very trendy social media platforms, right, they are also getting all they reach out to everyone in the world, and they want to build a database. And after that, what do? After they have gathered all the lists, right, and they realize the next thing that will happen is that they have written an email, and that reached your inbox already. So it's still back to the fundamental of doing email marketing, whereby you can talk to them. It's like talking to them in a very personal space. You write to them, right, and you can use language, right? You can use language to actually make them, right, know more about you, about your story, and we all know that story sells. And then after that, you give them, something that they can look forward to, or a hook. You can have a hook inside the email, whereby you actually make them anticipate for the next email that's coming from you, or an event, or even looking forward towards a product that you offer to them. So it's like talking to your customers in a personal space. And they are reading your email. We read emails every day nowadays, right? Everyone reads email. Morning, you wake up, you read email on the way to work, during work, right? We do check our Facebook, definitely. I mean, periodically we will check. But we see all the Facebook ad that's running. Eventually, when we click onto it, where it leads us to? It leads us to a website, and then what we need to give them? Email address. Yeah, and it's one of the cheapest form of marketing. Right, it's one of the cheapest form of marketing that if you want to promote a product to your customer, all you need to do is just send an email out to them, and receive an email. Because we know that all the social media, when you run an ad, that's cost. And if you compare to email marketing is the low cost. Running business is not about getting in more revenue, but it's also about not spending too much, right? It's also reducing the cost. And if there's a cost efficient method of reaching out to all the customers, then I think email marketing is something that we can look towards. Right.
Definitely. Well, for those of you who are watching this right now, you are on my channel, and some of you will probably know me as well. So I also do email marketing. Like I said, I started out email marketing. So I cannot agree more with what what Nicholas is sharing with us today, because that's the truth, right? I think email marketing is the fundamental of the things that we are doing online today. Like what Nicholas was saying earlier, you go to any new sites or any new programs that you want to sign up for, how do you even register for that thing? What's the thing they ask you? Your name and your email address, please. Right? And why do they need it, right? The objective is always to have this database, because I think we kind of think like email marketing is like your home address on the digital space, right? And the way that people will always want to reach you is to your home, to your space, where they will be able to send you some form of information. And email is definitely the way that we are doing it right now. Yes, the truth is social media on the rise. Is more people are spending time on social media and things like that. yes, I mean, we cannot deny that people are spending their screen time on Facebook or for YouTube or anything like that. But how do you even get a Facebook account? How do you even get a YouTube account? Right? When you run into issues and you receive an email from Facebook or you're definitely going to open those up to take a look what's happening. Right? So email marketing still has its relevance, I think, in today's world, right? It's like your home address, like what Nicholas was sharing, right? It's the fundamental of thing. And obviously, Nicholas also shared something a little bit more advanced about, how email marketing effectively, right, lowers your advertising costs as well because of the fact that, you actually own that database. And once you have it, the next time you send out an email, technically it's like almost free, right? It's just sending out an email, right? It doesn't really cost you much apart from the cost of your autoresponder and things like this. But those are technical, but that lowers your ad cost and really help you a lot in your marketing journey. So I guess, Nicholas, the other question. So number one, we have established this, right? We have established that email marketing, right? For those of you who are watching this is a little bit more technical, but we have now established that email marketing is still relevant even to today, right? But I guess this is also a very common question for you because I get it all the time. But I want to hear from the other side of the aisle, the other experts in this area, right? People always ask me, then why should I do email marketing? Why shouldn't I just spend my money and do social media marketing? Why shouldn't I just spend money on Facebook or on Instagram or on LinkedIn or something like that? Why should I also spend money on email marketing? If someone asks you that, Nicholas, then what would be your response? I'm curious.
Because it's not just email marketing is one way that you can actually retarget your customers again and again, because it's much easier in terms of the technicality of it, that it can break down into like few steps, whereby let's say you have an email list and you write an email out. You can actually do the, I mean, we know all this because we are doing the back end, but to me it's like it's not something too rocket science to learn. How you know that, just from a list of a pool of customers, we call that the whole entire subscribers, right? How we can actually know that who are the people that we can target to continue to promote our products to them and they will buy again and again, because we are able to set it up like from a whole database, the group of people who actually are our whole entire target audiences, and we can target them for a specific niche. After that, how do we actually know that when we send out email, these are the people who open? Then we segment them again. Right, then out of these people who open, who are those who actually click onto the link that we've given them, the URL, the clickable link? And if they say those who click and they buy the product, then we siphon out this group of people again, and we know that this is actually the people who will open our email, read our email, click onto the link, and then they'll buy our product. And if I have the next product that I want to launch and promote to them, right, who do I target? This specific group of people. Immediately I zoom down to, I know that these are the people who will buy products. And it's so much easier and less technical, right? From someone who actually, I don't know even about email marketing. It's easy to pick up and it's easy to understand the logic, and then we just have to set it up, right? And we can apply this and duplicate to any other products we want to promote again and again. I mean, versus if you run Facebook ads, you know that there's always a daily changing algorithms. TikTok also, the algorithms also change, right? Insta stories and so on. So it's much more technical on this rather than email. Email is, I mean, we all know how to type, right? We know how to write, right? I mean, even when during the duty of work, we also type email, we write email. But just that email marketing, we write email in a different way versus we writing email in the corporate world. But it's still writing, right? It's actually what we are doing every day, right? We are writing, we are typing. Yeah, so it's something that's so much easier to pick up.
I see.
Yeah.
Agree. And I think the other portion, like what you mentioned earlier, right? I think you did say that email is just one of the ways for you to actually do this kind of marketing. So in terms of the question that many people normally ask us is that we always compare like between social media and email and that kind of thing. Yes, I think definitely like what you have mentioned, there are different pros and cons of each different platform and each different medium that we are actually using to do marketing. So I think that the concept that probably you would like to bring away is that, like what you have mentioned earlier, is that email marketing is just one kind of marketing. Yes, it has its own advantages over certain other platform. But the other platform has its own advantages as well, like the advanced tracking and things like this over email as well. I mean, email can do to a certain extent, social media can do to a certain extent. But I guess the point that perhaps I think Nicholas was trying to bring across is that every one of us need to understand, right, in terms of the question that you see down specifically, we don't think that there will be a winner per se, but like email is one of the tools that you could use your whole arsenal of doing marketing. There are many ways that we can go out there and approach this whole marketing concept right now. And email is definitely just one of the tools that we use. So for Nicholas, obviously, I think his choice is that his weapon of choice will be email, right? For some other people, their weapon of choice may be social media. But ultimately, when you look at it as a whole, everybody make use of all forms of all different kind of platform, all different kind of mediums to do a very holistic kind of marketing approach, right? There isn't a need to just choose a winner, right? We always believe in abundance. We believe that there are ways that we all can work together. It's win-win, right? In fact, when you put everything together, you get more exposure, you get to do a lot more, and that's when you will really be able to gain the most benefits out of the many ways that we do marketing. So again, I think very important ideas and key points that Nicholas have shared with us again today. So right now, I want to, on behalf of people who are watching this, we are still having like 15 of you who are watching this. So guys, please do not be shy, right? Just say hi to us, right? Type hi in the comment section. Let us know that you are here. Just feel free to interact with us, right? I'm not sure. Maybe they're watching on like another share. That's why I'm not receiving the comment section. But guys, if you're watching on my channel or something like this, you're watching on the video, say hi. Let me know that you are here, okay? So by the way, if you have any questions at all, guys, for those of you who are watching, ladies as well, or even on the replay, feel free to type in any questions that you might have into the comment section, so that I'll be able to ask this question on your behalf to Nicholas. I'll be able to put it up there so that we can then address your questions directly to you, right? We want this to be an interactive session as well. Okay, so remember, type down the comments, ask the questions, spam the love and like button, and share this out. Nicholas, now I want to pick your brain. I want you to review some of the things that that you are actually sharing, perhaps in your paid class. Well, I know you have paid classes, right? You say you do training and things like this. So I would like to, take the liberty to ask you this. Now, is there any strategies, right, that you could share with the audiences who may be watching this, either live or on the replay later, on how they can make use of email marketing right now to start making some money? Right? Is there a very simplistic strategy that you could share with anybody that is watching this?
Okay, so what I teach is that really something that I don't mind sharing is that we can actually what I'm been teaching my students is that a lot of times we know that building a database, building a list, you need to invest first. I mean, this you know because you have gone through this before, right? That you need to spend, you need to invest to build a list first. So a lot of email marketers know that we need to build a list first. So what you do is we usually will have to create. I mean, I teach my 3-step system: create, connect, and convert, right? So we need to create a squeeze page. We need to create a website. Then we start collecting the email, right? Then we connect with the subscribers, write email to them. Then we'll convert them. Right, convert them, send them a traffic to a product page, a product, and then they'll buy the product, right? Something along this line. But we need to, after we create a website, what do? We need to start to find ways to buy. We need to pay, and people will send traffic to our website. And when a business opt in, when a business start opting in, right, then we start to collect, we start to grow our database, and then with that, right, we can start promoting products or even send traffic to other people's website, right, for some of money. But we need to still have that. We need still to build that database first using money first, right? So what I teach my students is that I guided them, right? I teach them the way they can build a system, a funnel whereby, right, they can use other people's money to build their database. So it's a subsidized method. It's a subsidized database building method.
Wow.
Yeah. And you find that in fact, I find that a lot of my students they really love this system because they don't have to upfront fork out money first, but instead they can use other people's money. Of course, I guide them in doing some settings on their website, and then there's strategies behind that. How they can actually find people who wants to pay them, right? to actually send traffic to their website first. And all they need to do is just use the money they have collected. Then they start to buy traffic. Usually it's the other way around. They need to buy traffic, they need to pay first, build a database, then they can start sending people using email to their customers' website. But my method is using other people's money. So we reverse this manner, that you get sales first, then you have the money on hand, then you pay, right, others who have database to send traffic to you, right, while fulfilling the order for your customer. At the same time, you grow your database.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and this
That's
is what I thought. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think this is something that is I think this is a very powerful concept, right? So actually, I didn't write it down here below, but I'm gonna say this right now again to remind everybody of what Nicholas has just shared with us, right? So basically, his strategy is very simple, right? Number one is create, connect, convert, the 3 C's, right? Create, connect, convert, and I think these 3 things that you have shared with everyone that is watching this right now, right? In fact, it's not just a thing that is applicable to for email marketing, right? It's something that is applicable in almost any form of business, right? Even before you need to do anything, you need to be able to create something that you could, right, use that to form some form of connection with your customers. And from there, right, once you form the connection for your customers, really, that's when you think about converting them into a paying customer, right? That's really just the basic system there. And I love the fact that, the way that Nicholas is doing his way of doing email marketing, right? Because I do my own courses and things like that before as well. And you're absolutely right, is that we always need capital, right? We need some form of capital to get started. But what you are saying is that you could actually guide people to use OPM, which is other people's money, to get your business rolling, right? Or in a way, in your words, you actually could subsidize it to a certain extent, so that at least their upfront is minimized as well. But at the same time, they are seeing the income coming in. So that is really how they could use email marketing to make money now, which is number one, create a squeeze page, right, to connect with other people and then convert them into customer. And how do you even get the customer in the first place? What you do is that you go out there and you get other people to pay you money first, and then you use that money to find another source of traffic to fulfill the order, but at the same time build your own list. Is that what I'm doing?
Yes, exactly.
Wow, that's really powerful, right? So how many people, like, to give an idea for people who are watching this right now, like need capital to start. A lot of people will be like, I need money to get started now, right? But how much do people need to even like start making money right now?
I mean, for business, online or offline, they are all businesses, right? So offline businesses, you will have overheads, things like I call them maintenance costs. So it's like overheads. So you have what? Rental, you need a shop, right? You need rental, you need your staff, you need to pay electricity and so on, right? All these are costs for offline business, brick and mortar business. But email marketing business, online business, you need a website, you need an email autoresponder, you need to host that website, right? Then you probably need a software to track the number of, we call it number of clicks that you can get, which is actually visitors. So all these are cloud-based softwares that we can make use. Is a lot of them out there. We can, of course, I selectively choose the ones that is working for me and all my students as well. So if we're breaking down into the maintenance cost of running this business, like it will be like $2 to $3 a day, I would say. So having a business of what we call our own, $2 to $3 a day kind of maintenance cost, and that's what we are looking at. And it's a business, right? And it's a business. I mean, how many times we can come across business that you just need a couple of dollars per day, and then you have a business that consists of a business that you can not just only grow a list, but you can resell products to them. You can send send visitors to your customer's page, and you get paid for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, $2 to $3 a day. How many of us can afford $2 to $3 a day? I mean, I drink one kopi peng siu dai, also cost me $150 nowadays. So
Yeah.
two kopi per day, you could actually have a business as well. So I guess that is something that is most of us can actually consider. But then I'm sure you get this question all the time as well. Wow, Nicholas, but just now you tell me I need what website lah, I need what this email software lah, I need all this wow, now it's so technical already. I don't know all this thing one. How? So if ever someone actually
Yeah.
face this problem, then what's your response to that? Can anyone start doing this today?
Yes, yes, definitely. I mean, I have a whole academy running this for like couple of years already. So to me, it's actually all this technical part has been right systemized. I simplified it and I break it down into simple steps. Then a lot of my students are following the step-by-step guide and they just apply. They don't have to go and crack their head to think about how to go about designing, how to design a funnel, design a website, because all has been given to them. I show them the step-by-step, right? And how to get it done at I mean, I have students who actually do not know even how to operate a laptop. Like, ask them, okay, do you know what's a shortcut for copy? What's a shortcut for paste? We all know that is Control C, Control V. Yeah, but if let's say someone ever a student tell me, I don't even know the shortcut for Control C is copy. I don't even know that Control V is paste. But that person has actually finally finished his whole entire design and creation of the website and all the entire funnel. Right. That then I actually coach him, right? Gave him coaching, right, on a periodical basis, and then I asked him back when he completed. I say, what actually make that difference that you can complete it? He said that I just tell myself that no matter what, even when I don't even know how to use a computer, I know I want to complete it. So it's really here. It's all here. Yeah, it's really up to individual whether you want to complete or not. It is not. There's no competition. I always tell everyone. I say it's not a matter of we want to compete who finished first or who finished later. It's really about complete. You want to finish the race. It's not about whether you get first, second, or third in place, but you just know that this is what you need to do. I just want to complete it. Yeah. And with this, right, if you have the determination to complete it, right, the resource is always available there.
Yeah. And I think I just like to add on to that as well, because I also do training. I do marketing training for a lot of people. Some of them might not be very tech savvy as well, but a lot of times we people still might have that notion that doing all this techie stuff is so complicated. People see us do what Facebook Live, like now I can like change the screen to this, to this, and like, oh my god, it's so much programming and everything. But actually, in today's world, right, there are so many software out there that in order to help you get started, all you have to do is to click your mouse a few times. That's about it. And if any of you is using this right now, right, you're using a mobile phone, a smartphone, right, all of you will be good enough to know how to do the things that we are doing. That's the truth. We are not lying anymore, right? Last time people still can say, no, I already used the 3G phone, the 2G phone, those brick phone, no, I really don't know how to use. But right now, you have no more excuses, guys. Every one of us using this smartphone, and if you know how to use a smartphone, you know how to do all the things that Nick is probably sharing as well. Definitely, because I've been through that route myself. Until today, I'm a digital marketer, and I proudly raise my hand and say that I have no idea how to code anything at all, right? I don't even know how to do all this HTML thing, right? But yet I run my business as a digital marketer. Because why? There are so many software out there that really help you to make your life so much easier, to help you to really progress in your marketing journey. Like what Nicholas was sharing, the student that he had, is all about here. If you know you want it, you will go and figure out how to learn it. And learning it today is so much easier. And with a good coach like Nicholas, who's someone I know that, because how do I know that Nicholas is someone who cares a lot for his students, right? I mean, people can say whatever they might have heard about Nicholas or whatever, but the last few times when I check in with Nicholas, I know that he's been doing extra remedial lessons. He's been doing extra coaching online. He's been doing live stream for his students, and he does this simply because he cares for his students. And for those of you who have watched the earlier part of this interview, right, Nicholas said it very clearly in our faces, right? He did it once and for all, categorically, right? The reason why he's out here teaching people right now is simply because he wants to help people before they even get to a state where they are not in the right frame of mind or in the right suitable position to even start a business. That's why he's doing all he can right now to help people get started as early as possible. So, I mean, that's the truth about Nicholas. So, I mean, thank you very much, Nicholas, for doing everything that you're doing, given that you already have so much success and yet you're still out here doing your best to help others people. So, I know that there may be some people who are watching this right now, either now or later, that would like to perhaps get in contact with you to find out more about what you do, or perhaps even to learn from you. Now, the question is, if they would like to do that, is there a way that they could reach out to you?
They can actually go to clicksacademysg.com.
Academy@sg.com.
clicksacademysg.com. Yeah, then they'll see there's a page there. They can actually reach out to me, and my team also will be able to get back to them as well if they have anything, right, that they need. Yeah, that's the page where all my other students have actually went there, and
Okay. So it's www.clicksacademysg.com, right?
Yeah, clicks CLICKZ. Clicks Academy
So I assume
SG.com.
that's one. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's right. That's the one.
Right, guys. So I think for those of you who are actually interested to get connected with Nicholas, feel free to go to the website, get connected with Nicholas, or even for those of you who might just want to find Nicholas on Facebook itself, I sure just search for Nicholas Ting. He has his profile as well as his page as well. Feel free to connect with Nicholas. Guys, so right now at this point of time, I know we actually been talking for close to 1 hour and 10 minutes already. So it's been actually time really flies. So I don't want to hold Nicholas for too long as well. So I just want to invite you guys, if you all have any questions that you all like to ask Nicholas, this will be the best time. This will be a very good time to do so. So just type down in the comment section, and ask any questions that you might have for Nicholas. All right. Also, at the same time, if you find that this sharing has been helpful for you, don't be stingy, right? Spam the love and like button. Share this video out with us so that we can hear some feedback from you guys. Okay, so we're gonna wait for some questions to come in. But in the meantime, normally this is how I would like to ask for the sessions about how people could really get the most out of this, right? So Nicholas, before I end the session, right, if you will to just share one advice, not two, not three, you could only share one singular advice, right, to an aspiring entrepreneur, right? So he or she comes up to you and say, Nicholas, I want to be an entrepreneur. Can I have some advice, please? Right? And you could only give one. What would that singular advice be?
Okay.
You guys could tell that this is a very serious question because Nicholas is really thinking deep about what is the best advice he could give you guys. So you all won't want to miss this, right? You all definitely won't want to miss this.
I would say whatever is going to go into, whatever you're going to try, opportunities you're going to take, right? Just have to remember this statement, which I myself harp on this strongly in anything that I do. There's no failure, right? There is no failure, but only feedback.
There is no failure, but only
feedbacks.
Okay.
So in anything that we do, even if we are not successful in doing a certain thing, right? We take it as a feedback. That will help us in making the next thing that we do or a similar thing that we try again better. So if we do something and we realize that we didn't do it good enough, and if we regard it as a failure, then it means that we give ourselves a full stop. That okay, I have failed. But with this, right, with this statement, I would think that it gives us the forward pushing force to tell us that I will try this again. Because even if I didn't do it well this round, it's just a feedback to me so that I can be doing it better the next time. Then this will push us to continue to persevere on until we see success. Yeah.
Wow. That's actually, guys, I think that's really quite deep, because I think a lot of times when we anticipate or we are not doing well with something, we just let it go and then we say, oh, okay, that's it, right? I failed, right? But actually, there's no failure or there's nothing bad about it. It's actually all about feedback and it's about a learned lesson or learned experience. And with those, you can only improve the next time, right? The next time might be another learn lesson as well. But with every single lesson that you learn, you are actually only bettering yourself. And I think that's really the very, very deep advice coming from Nicholas. And for those of you who are watching this right now, I'm glad you are, because you have just heard something that is very, very powerful. And I want you all to walk away with that, right? With this statement that Nicholas has shared with us. There is no failure, but only feedback. All right, guys, I don't think there's any questions. I don't think there's any questions right now in the chat. So okay, so since there's no more questions, like, guys, I'd like to thank every one of you, every single one of you who has spent the last 1 over hours with us, because consistently we've been having like 15, 16 of you, close to 20 of you who are watching this live. But for some reason tonight, you guys are very, very shy. I don't know why you all are so shy tonight. You are not really commenting, but it's okay, right? I hope you guys have been getting a lot of value from this sharing from Nicholas. I really wanted to have him on the show tonight to share with you his side of the story on why he thinks it's so important on what he's currently doing. And I want you all to hear his story on how he actually found the mindset and the courage to continue doing what he was doing. So we heard a lot from him tonight, and we also heard about his strategies on how you could actually use email marketing to start making money right now, regardless of which industry or which niche you are, right? The principles and the concepts that he shared with you are definitely something that you can implement right away. And also, we all heard from Nicholas himself also. He says that, stories are the things that sell, right? And that is exactly what is going to be so amazing, because next week on this very, very show, on this show itself, I'm actually going to have a very powerful storyteller with us, all right? On 26th of August at 8 p.m., I'm going to have Thomas Chen coming onto the show, where he's actually a very, very good storyteller, right? And this is something that even Nicholas had mentioned earlier, stories really sell. So if next week you would like to find out how you can tell a very, very good story, be it in real life, or be it on social media, or be it even in your emails, then you have to tune in next Wednesday at 8 p.m. on my channel, be it on Facebook or on YouTube as well. That is why you need to follow me on my handle at HeyGavinSim, right? Remember to follow me so that you'll be notified of the next time I go live, right? But you wouldn't want to miss next Wednesday as well, okay? So guys, with that said, right, I'd like to once again thank Nicholas for coming onto the show, right, for sharing all his precious time and knowledge with us. So give us, for those of you who are watching, if you are still watching this right now, don't be shy, okay? Just join me in thanking Nicholas today. It's just like thank Nicholas in the comment section and let us know. And actually, I see that Sammy was just here. Sammy says that he got delayed, and can you see a reply on this? Sammy, don't worry, this is actually on Facebook Live. So after the live has ended, you can actually just watch the replay, or you can actually go to the YouTube channel or my Facebook page as well to watch the full replay of the whole interview, and you won't regret it. So make sure you head out there and watch the replay later, okay, Sammy? So I'm going to hand this over back to Nicholas. Nicholas, I'm going to let you end the show. So you're going to say the last word before we say goodbye to everybody. So you can say anything that you want. You want to say bye, give one more knowledge or whatever, right? I'm going to let you have the last word before we end the show. All yours.
Last word sounds a bit weird. Right, I just want to say thank you everyone for those who are watching, right? And thank you, Gavin. Okay, for inviting me to the show. And I just want those of you, any one of you who wants to start a business, or you want to run any online business or anything, right? The key thing is like, you need to get started. Really need to get started, like especially this period of time where you see a lot of business are going online, going digital. So the key is to get started, right? Like I said, don't be worried about failure or anything. It's just feedbacks. So it's very important that any opportunity that comes by, or something that you really want to go into, or really want to start, right, a business or anything, or online, be it even an online business or anything, right? Just get started, right? And things will just fall in place. Yeah, good things will just fall in place.
All right. So guys, let's get started. Good things will just fall in place. If it's not good, it's actually, there's always good thing, because it will just be a learn lesson or something like that. But just get started and good things will come your way. With that, thank you very much, Nicholas, and thank you everyone for watching. I will see you again next week. Thank you for watching another episode, very wonderful episode of Conversation with Successful Entrepreneurs. And guys, we will see you next week. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gavin. See you, everyone.